Hello. Sorry this video is late.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Who's a wanker?
Please, I'm sorry.
I'm a
really,
wanker,
really
mate.
sorry. I'm really sorry.
So late even, it's fucking dark outside. I don't know how it took this long to record this video when it's now Sunday afternoon and it's nearly 5 o'clock. So for starters, it's great seeing Yaz's family again. I'm glad it's not like a thing of you meet them once and then you never see them again. So far, obviously, we've seen them twice this series in 6 episodes, so that's one every 3 episodes, but it's great to see them again. And hopefully this isn't going to be the last time either. Shit. I'm not going to lie, I really want to see this episode with the Death-Eyed Turtle Army. I'm getting a very kind of Father's Day vibe from this story, you know, going back to see one of your relatives years ago. Obviously, Father's Day is a completely different story, but there's very similar sort of connections that could be tied between the two stories. Just like Rosa, there's a lot of moments in this story that could be considered educational. I knew absolutely fuck all about the partition of India, so it's great for me, someone who doesn't know about that, to find out more, and I'm sure other people who were watching it are in the exact same boat as me. You can tell the scenes in the forest are filmed in Wales because it's fucking chucking it down. I feel like there's a lot of dialogue in the story that seems very much like a fan film. What makes me think this is when the Doctor points a sonic screwdriver at that thing in the Demon's Lair and a screen sort of thing comes on and Ryan just goes, "Oh, that worked." And it's like, we know that, we can see what's going on, they're just stating the obvious, and there's a lot of that. There's a lot of just saying things that don't need to be said. Not just in this story, this is something that's the case in a lot of other stories, but I've noticed it most so far in this one. I really enjoyed the Doctor in this story. There's a lot of people that seem to think that this is the story that really made Jodie Whittaker feel like the Doctor. They've been saying that she didn't feel like the Doctor before this story, but now she does. And to an extent, I'd agree with that. I mean, she felt like the Doctor to me as soon as, when she was on the top of the crane with Tim Shaw in episode 1. But fair enough if your opinion differs. To be completely honest, I don't care what your opinion is. This video, in my opinion, not anyone else's.
I'm sorry. I'm really
All the music in this story, and again, this is a common theme with every story in this series. The music in each story is very different from episode to episode, and the music really matches what's going on in the story. So in this story, it felt very Indian style music. In other stories, you got more sci-fi, more down to earth sort of thing. I loved Graham's words of wisdom. Who couldn't love Graham's words of wisdom? I love seeing the Doctor build things for herself in this series. Again, this is a common theme with every episode of this series, not just this one, but I've noticed it a lot in this one. The whole thing of the Doctor building things for herself, it just feels very Pertwee-esque, and Pertwee being one of my most favourite Doctors, it's good. Hen Night and the Stag Do were great scenes, to be honest. Obviously the Hen Night was more kind of funny, the Stag Do was more serious, but both of them worked. Even though the whole idea of monsters actually not being evil has been done to death, especially in the modern series, in this story it actually worked quite well, I think. The little references to Remembrance Day, mainly the poppies, were really nice. They were obviously subtle. I know that this story wasn't actually meant to come out this early, but obviously because it was Remembrance Day, it really worked out for the best. The whole thing of the Thygarians honouring and remembering those people that died alone really, really suits the kind of tone of Remembrance Day, and it's good. The beginning of the story really kind of felt slow, it was still enjoyable, don't get me wrong, but compared to the ending it felt very slow. By the end it was really exciting, it really grabbed your attention, and it went by really fast. For those wondering why Yaz's nan doesn't remember seeing Yaz during these events, picture it like this. The partition of India happened 70 years ago. Would you remember someone who you only knew for like a day or two? Would you remember them 70 days later, let alone 70 years? I fucking wouldn't. The credit music I think actually worked quite well. On first viewing I didn't realise that it was actually like a new remix of the Doctor Who theme. Overall, good story. Wasn't the best of the series so far, don't get me wrong, but it was good. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too, I suppose. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I know it's probably been pretty shit. The lighting's shit. I look like shit. I feel like shit. I sound like shit. Everything like shit. Subscribe to my channel and everything else, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!